I say good evening to all our viewers from around the globe as we take you through the first edition of these Niger Voices. First and foremost, my name is Olami Koike and I'm going to be your host this evening, and I'll be taking you through
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2.
a very good evening and welcome to Niger Voices on Star Radio UK. It is your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. And my name is Olami Koike. I'm going to be your host this evening. I would like to first and foremost appreciate my producer, Frank David and Archie, and everyone that is working tirelessly behind the scene. I can understand some of our viewers have been asking, where have I been, since the beginning of this year? But as you know, we always have a lot to do, and that means I've been so busy, putting the structures and few things in place. But I can assure you that we're fully back now, and we will be doing everything possibly best to make sure that we will give you everything you need to know, especially regarding these upcoming 2023 general election. There's quite a lot happening in Nigeria, and but I can assure you that you don't have to go anywhere. This is the platform. This is where you need to be to know everything happening as the Nigerians are going to decide what they want. If you look at the conversation, sorry about that. We're probably just trying to get the other platforms ready for those of us that are also watching us from all the different platforms. Once again, it is Niger Voices, and it is where everything happens. For those of you, like I said again, that have been asking, where have I been? I've been where I am. I haven't been anywhere more than working behind the scene for the last 1 month. Today is the second of the second of 2022. Just like Archie was saying, this morning, that a lot of people that know the numbers and that knows the code will have something to say when it comes to these kind of numbers. What does it mean to you when we say 2nd of February 2022? Does it have anything to do with astrology? Does it have anything to do with the year that we are already in as we speak right now? But those are on the. I have a friend named Clyde. Clyde can give me a code that will work with these kind of numbers. But since I've not been able to reach out to Clyde, I would love to hear from some of our viewers and listeners from around the globe. I would like to get your view in terms of what does 2nd of February on the 2022. So we have two numbers simultaneously, and at the number 22, we have three of it. So we have 6 digits that represent number 2. What does the number 2 means to you? All these I'll be discussing tonight, but the most important thing is to welcome each and every one of you as you're joining into the platform. And again, we're streaming on different networks. As I can tell you, it is Star Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station. There's a lot on the table. There's a lot to discuss. Nigeria is going into a new phase. For those that have been following, the country called Nigeria, it is in the southwest, of the continent called Africa, and a lot of people that are friends of Nigerians, a lot of people that are friends of Nigerians or Nigeria will probably need to understand that this is also a year that so many things would happen, especially as we're going into the 2023. 2023, according to the Star Radio UK, if I go into our time clock, will tell me that we are just about almost 373 days, 5 hours, 45 minutes, and the seconds keep going down. What does it mean to those of you that are watching us, whether you are from Kenya, you are from Uganda, you are from South Africa? This is what you need to know, because Nigeria is going through A lot. And a lot in the sense that Nigerians are expected to be going to the poll, in under 373 days. But likewise, we have a lot of people that say Nigeria is not working and it has never worked for a very long time. Why should we keep Nigeria? And this is where we come in. As a presenter that have been discussing the issue of Nigeria for a very long time, more than 10 years, 20 years now. An average Nigerian know that there's a lot of problem in Nigeria, but the question then is, what are we going to do with the situation that has arisen where there's a lot of different stakeholders saying different things, having different conversation? This is what we're going to be reviewing tonight. Once again, get a cup of tea. A very good evening to my mom that have just joined us as well. From wherever you're watching, I welcome you into the broadcast. It's going to be a very fantastic show, and I want you to sit down and relax and let us enjoy the program together. The first thing you got to understand is, the first thing we need to understand is, what does Nigeria mean to you? If I ask you now, an average Nigerian, what does Nigeria mean to you? People say, I was born in Nigeria, I made it out of Nigeria. Maybe those that live outside Nigeria. What about those that live inside Nigeria? We couldn't have done this program without also, our good sponsor, Olu Olu. If you're looking for where you can get all your African produce, the only place to get them is Olu Olu Food, where everything is right available for you. I'll be giving you all more information on that as well. But one thing I could say is, a lot of Nigerians would have to understand whether we should continue with Nigeria or we should go our separate ways, and then we can rebuild a system that works, not the 1999 Decree 24 that has not helped millions of Nigerians. If you look at somebody like Omoyele Sowore, we hope we will have him on our show on Starr Radio UK very soon again, because Sowore came to the studio when we had him some few years in 2019, just before the second election after the first one. And I could remember, Sowore said quite a lot of things, but I'll be getting in touch with him, and we're going to be inviting him, and likewise everybody. I'm going to be telling you some of those that have decided that they want to be part of a president of Nigeria. But if you look at the topic that we are discussing this evening, if you look at the topic that we are looking at and we are reviewing this evening, the topic is, Nigerians, what do you want? And I'm asking that question for those of you that are watching us from all over the world. Nigerians, what do you actually want? If somebody asks you now, Nigerians, what do you want? Do you want a 2023 election? Do you want a total self-determination out of Nigeria? Or do you want something different? So these are the questions I would like to know from everyone that is watching us. You will not be able to call in, but I'll be able to monitor all the comment that is coming from all our social media handles on Starr Radio UK. You can also follow us on Twitter on Starr Radio UK. When you're spelling the star is a double R. And likewise, you can follow us on the YouTube. You can also follow Starr Radio UK on Instagram. But the best way to listen to Starr Radio UK is to visit our website, www.starradiouk.com. Once again, thank you very much to my producer that are working behind the scene. Now, let's come to the conversation. Election is coming up. The Yorubas are demanding self-determination. The Biafrans are saying we don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore. All these issues with the revolution now, and likewise some are saying we want a restructuring of Nigeria. The question then to those of you that are watching us tonight is, where do you stand as your own stakeholder in Nigeria? A lot of people are saying Nigeria was meant to work, but at some point it failed in that mission. And some say Nigeria was never designed to work because the 1914 amalgamation took us to where we are today. And when I was reviewing that at about this afternoon, I decided to go back to 2022 to 1914. That's about 108 years. So a baby that was given birth in 1914 will be about 108 years, and we still have people like that somewhere in the southwest, in the southeast, and in the northwest of Nigeria today. But the question then is, can we really cope with the current situation in Nigeria? Some of the politicians are coming out already. They are telling us they want to be the president of Nigeria. Some of those are also asking, in terms of the revolution now. Some say we must restructure Nigeria before the 2023 election. I remember, Pastor Paul Adefarasi says we must not go back into any election using the same template of the 1999 military decree 24. But a lot of Nigerians will probably not understand what constitution stands for. Some are already saying self-determination, no more Nigeria. I'm just picking up that comment from Fatima Mustafa on our Facebook page. I'm also saying good evening to each and every one of you. This program has been going on for almost some 5 years now that we've been working on Star Radio UK. Is one of the best brand when it talks about the different event that comes up in United Kingdom and outside as well. So Star Radio UK, you can also send money using SendWave. You can remember to use the Star Radio code, which is S for Star, T for Tango, A for Alpha, R for Romeo, and that will give you your first discount if you're sending money to your loved ones, which can go to Ghana, South Africa, and Nigeria using the SendWave. Also, like I did mention, when you go to our website www.starradiouk.com, you can find all the programs, the podcasts, the images, the news. Wow, Boris Johnson is really under pressure having a party when millions of Brits were sitting in their house during the lockdown. We're going to be discussing all that as well. I'm going to also be telling you some of the headlines as well during the course of this program. It's coming up to 17 minutes past 1800 hours, and we're going straight into the program. So I want to read some of your comments. It's all about the interactive. You're not able to call in today, but we hope by next week we will get the call ready for those of you that wants to call during the program. But tonight, it's all about the question, Nigerians, what do you want? What actually do you want when somebody say 2023? Some say no, we must demand a full self-determination. Some say revolution now. Some say we must restructure Nigeria. And some say we are not too sure. Which one are you on? Are you on that side of we are not too sure, or you are probably thinking it will? We also welcome those that are listening to us on the MixLR, on the Instagram, and all the platforms. The beauty of this era is about the social media. Back in the days, people would have to wait, to get communication from, from these satellite waves that allows you, to get what is going on across the globe. But this time around, people will just easily be able to see and notice everything happening. Some say referendum now, that is what they want. Okay, let's keep the message coming. I'll be reading all those comments during the course of this program. You can also follow Star Radio UK, likewise on our Facebook page, Star Radio UK. Somebody on the Star Radio says, a total freedom by self-determination. Look, nobody wants war. And I have to clear this all the time. People think that those that are demanding for self-determination are also pushing for a war in Nigeria. And that is something that we must continue to clarify, that nobody is asking anybody to carry weapons. Nobody's asking anybody to destroy anything. But it is our right to demand for self-determination according to the United Nations Charter. If you look at the situation happening right there in the Ukraine border, where Russia keeps pushing, the question is, the international community has risen up quickly to make sure that Russia doesn't invade Ukraine, even though it's still going through diplomatic. So whatever we are doing, for those that are asking for self-determination, which is where I stand, that is my own opinion and my view, not literally the view of Star Radio UK. But because we live in a society, we live in a world where my opinion matters. A lot of people will say the same thing. Our opinion matters. We must go for 2023 general election. The question then is, who? I'm going to take it one at a time. If we are meant to go for the 2023 general election, who is entitled to that election as a president when we talk about the rotation that has been going on for the last almost 20 years of this democracy? If we are meant to look at it right now, the Igbo or the people from the Southeast are entitled to become the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, should we balance things as it is now. But do you think, and I'm trying to take it one at a time, we're going to talk about the revolution now, we're going to talk about the We're going to discuss as well about the restructuring, and likewise, the constitution. But we want to talk about the election before we start even looking at who are those trying to contest. I have some names there that we're already, probably some of us have seen their names, who they are. We're going to be looking at them. Some of them have not declared, but there is indication that there will be a kind of declaration from them very soon. Some of them have already put out their interest to say that we want to be the president of Nigeria. Now the question is, do you ever think that the Igbo will be given opportunity to become the president of Nigeria? That is the question I want you all to answer. Somebody says, stop the slavery in Nigeria. We are tired of Nigeria. This is coming from the YouTube, one of our listeners that is watching us on YouTube. Once again, Star Radio UK is a platform that allows you those details. Do go to our website where you can get all those information. Now, the first question is, do you think it's just a matter of yes or no? Do you think that the Igbo will be allowed to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Is it yes or no? I want to get the feedback from those of you that are watching us on Star Radio UK. We're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, we're also on Twitter, and we are also on Facebook. Do you ever believe or think that the Igbo will be given opportunity to become the president? Do you think that APC will zone, their party, candidate to the southeast? Do you think that PDP will zone their party, to also to the southeast? Somebody says no. That is the first person. I want to get more interaction. Like I said, it's not a phone call tonight, but we can be able to read all your comments because that is the new norm. That is the way communication goes now. Back in the days, we just hear the sound of people speaking. You cannot see them. But this time around, you cannot just only see me. You can also look at other people's comments and views as well. As you're coming into the broadcast, I welcome you. Star Radio UK, Niger Voices has been coming on air for the last 5 years, every Wednesday from 1800 hours. That's 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. So, one thing again is, which way Nigeria? Who remember that song? Who remember that song? Let's say Which Way Nigeria by Sonny Okosu. Do you think that Nigeria is also under pressure by Raskimono? But the first one we are playing tonight is Which Way Nigeria. Let's hear that as well. Okay, it looks like okay. Let's see if we can bring that once again. A very good evening. We'll get that audio sorted out. The engineer are working on that. We get that sorted out. In just about a few minutes. But for now, let's come back straight to the conversation. Somebody says it is possible. Igbo, yes, Igbo must to be president of Nigeria. Can I have the speaker, please, as quickly as possible? Thank you very much. Once again, the engineers are working. We're going to get the first soundtrack of Which Way Nigeria by Sonny Okosu. The question I'm asking again is, we're taking it one at a time. We will get to the self-determination. So we are looking at the election because I am the one asking the question. I want you to tell me what you feel. Whether you're listening to me from the northeast of Nigeria, the northwest of Nigeria, whether you're listening from Sokoto, whether you're listening from Enugu, from Anambra, or somewhere in Canada, in Moscow, in Russia, in Greece, in Turkey, wherever you're listening, the first question of tonight is, do you think that each of these political parties will zone their candidacy to the southeast that we believe is meant to be the president of Nigeria based on the current rotation that we have at the moment? Do you think so? Somebody say no. So-called APC will not allow it. I want more conversation on that. I want more people to tell me what you feel. Abdul Samad says it is possible. Igbo, yes. Igbo wants to be president of Nigeria. All is part of unity. But the question then is watching me from Abdul Samad is watching us from Spain. Somebody watching us says Oluremi Ogabi Kilanko says very doubtful. A very good evening to you, Karanwi Abiodu. Kilami Sulaiman, no, it cannot happen. So it seems a lot of Nigerians are now reacting because I saw that more Nigerians are ready to do what they call crowdfunding for Peter Obi. We will get to revolution, we will get to self-determination, we will get to restructuring and revolution. But the question we are putting out tonight is, and I want everybody to react on that, the question I'm putting out tonight is, do you think in your own mind that the situation that we are currently at now, when it comes to this election that is coming up, do you ever think that Igbo will be given opportunity to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Do you think it's going to happen? So again, Femi Kasali says APC that stands for all poverty continue. Bola Ogunbowale says stop slavery in Nigeria. We are tired of Nigeria. Femi Kasali said Nigeria is a fraud. Okay, you've not answered the question. It's all about the question and answer tonight. Adeboye, watching us says building a superstructure without reinforcement on a sandy soil is the same having election in 2023. With the 1999 fraudulent constitution imposed on Nigeria, Yoruba nation now. So it seems more Nigerians, whether they are the Yorubas, whether they are the Biafrans, whether they are the Arewa or the Fulani or the Shekiri, do you think that the political parties that we have in Nigeria, and we only have two of them, I mean, I'm not sure whether ABGA, can contest with the PDP and the APC. Even Showore political party tried everything. And I remember when we had Showore and even Feladro Toye in the studio, I wasn't too sure whether Nigerians were ready to vote people like Showore into the office. And 6 years down the line of this government, do you know what Buhari said? Buhari said maybe you should give me more time. I would have been able to fix all the problem of Nigeria. But they've given him enough time. This APC government came in 2015 after the corruption of the PDP of 16 years. The wastage that the PDP did in 16 years is what a lot of Nigerians are still facing today. So now, my question at 27 minutes past 1800 hours, Star Radio UK, Niger Voices, coming every Wednesday, is which way Nigeria? Which way Nigeria? Do you think that election will solve the problem? Revolution now, self-determination, restructuring, or destroy the constitution? And when I say destroy the constitution, you only need to follow what is happening in Tunisia. Tunisia will not have a country regarding their constitution. So they will be having a consultation. This consultation will lead to a new constitution that will favor everybody before they have election. Do you think that the government, this APC government, will have a constitution review? And when I mean review, destroy the one that we have now, start a fresh constitution. People might say there's no time frame for that, Yomi. There's no way we can have a new constitution before the 2023 general election. But can we look back into some of those other 2014 confab that has been done in Nigeria? Which way Nigeria, Sonny Okosu? The first track for the Which way Nigeria? There's a lot of pressure out there. A lot of people are now asking questions that have not been asked before. Who created Nigeria? What is Nigeria all about? This is part of the conversation. According to Olatunji Owofeso, ABGA is a regional party. They only serve the interest of the Igbo citizen. Okay, continue. Let us continue to hear what you're saying. Of so-called Gagadan. Okay, who is Gagadan? Gagadan can have 45 cars in his company. I still want more in his company. More selfish APC leader. Do you know that Bola Tinubu, that will be contesting as well for the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is back again in London consulting with some Nigerians about 2023. Which way Nigeria? Which way to go? Which way to go? I love my fatherland. Oh, you used to love your fatherland. This was Sonny Okosu some few years ago, more than about maybe some few decades ago. He sang this song. Do you still love Nigeria? A lot of you that are listening to us. Also, according to another comment that is coming, to be honest, I don't believe in rotation. Why rotate the presidency? Do they rotate the presidency in the US? We are not in US, we're in Nigeria. Do they rotate the prime minister ministership in UK? But it has been so in Nigeria. The question before we go to the next one is, do you think that each of the political party will sacrifice to rotate the candidacy of their party to the southeast and allow the Igbo to have a taste of the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? This is all about a conversation.
Yes, I want to know which way Nigeria is heading to. Which way Nigeria.
My job is to ask the question. You all know my own take, and my position, as you can see, what I'm putting on there, and I've got my very crispy one there. I've got IGBOHO, I've got Yoruba Nation. I believe that Yoruba Nation is the only way out, but we will discuss that before the end of the program. We are still looking at the 2023 general election. What is your take on that? I want to get more feedback from those of you that are watching us from around the globe. Do you still think that you love your fatherland? How many people still love the fatherland called Nigeria? On Saturday, a couple and their police were kidnapped in Akure on their farm. Well, they've been released after £15,000 was used to rescue them out yesterday. The family paid yesterday a whooping 11 million naira, and they were returned back by the terrorists on a broad daylight. And the question is Nigeria still a country? I'm not too sure. What about you?
I want to know which way Nigeria is heading to. Many years after independence, we still find it hard to start.
Do you still think that we're still finding it hard to start? Good evening to you, those of you from the Biafra that are also joining us. Good evening to those of you that are watching us. The first question tonight before we go into revolution, restructuring, and self-determination. Do you think that the political party will switch and allow an Igbo candidacy to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 2023? Is about 373 days today before the next election. I want to get your opinion. I want to get your views on that. Continue to put the comment out. I will be reading each and every one of your comments tonight. According to Olori, says Yoruba Nation, no going back. Okay. According to Iwo for Biafra, Chibuze says Ekweto. You must be somebody that understands Yoruba. We have a lot of them that are doing very well in the west, in the southwest, and some Igbo say we don't want Biafra. All we want is an Igbo presidency. Do you think that is going to happen? Do you think that these political parties will allow each of their candidates to come as well? According to Wura Olarunke says, Nigeria is a scam. Let's hear more from the first track of this evening at exactly 6:30 p.m. 2nd, 2022.
How long shall we be patient before we reach the promised land?
Are we sure we're ever going to reach the promised land with an election in Nigeria? Good evening to you, Petrin Adegbolawan. God bless you, my brother. God bless you so as well. I can't do this without having those of you that have been waiting. Where has been, a lot of people have been asking my producer, are you sure this guy is coming back? What is going on? He's been not quiet. The January we didn't see him. December we hardly saw him on Niger Voices. I can assure you, we do apologize. There was a lot of work that we were doing behind the scene, but we are now fully back for Niger Voices every Wednesday. Make sure you tune in as well. Adisa says Nigeria is dead before I was born. Wow, some 38 years now. He says Nigeria is dead before I was born. I am 38 years old. Wow. The question is, according to YouTube, question is, referendum is the best option for every region in Nigeria. Some even say we should go back to where we were before, the western region, the eastern region. Do you think that these current politicians will allow all that? Good evening to you, Fatima Mustafa, say Yoruba Nation now. Adisa says, no going back, Yoruba Nation now. And also somebody says, I'm watching from Idiroko, White Lion, according to what they call me. Somebody's watching from South Africa. My first question tonight is, we will get to the self-determination. The first question is Igbo going to be allowed to rule Nigeria ever? Or do you think it will never happen? It's called illusion.
Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die.
Do you think we can save Nigeria according to Sonny Okozu so that Nigeria doesn't die? Olanrewaju says our elders are the one delaying our Yoruba nation. Okay. Do you think that we can save Nigeria so that it doesn't die? Would Olaronke say Nigeria is a company? If you're watching us from Kenya, you're not Nigerian and you're thinking, what is going on? This is the year that leads to the next election. But in between that, we have a lot of Nigerians that are saying, enough of being part of this country called Nigeria. We want to be indigenous people out of Nigeria. We want to see our own culture. We want to become the Yorubas, the Biafrans. We want to become the Arewa. But again, it's all mixed bag. And my job throughout this year is to continue to talk about each and every one of you that wants something out of Nigeria. My opinion is different from my Star Radio UK. I want a total opt of Nigeria. I want a self-determination. I want to have a Yoruba nation where we can have our own security, and I don't have to pay 11 million was paid yesterday. 11 million works out to about 15,000 pounds, $20,000 was what was paid broad daylight yesterday to release 3 people that were captured in Akure, southwest of Yoruba land in Nigeria. Let me quickly give you some of those that are contesting or those that we believe will be part of this 2023 presidential election. It's about 13 months away. Some politicians have already been mooted to succeed the President Muhammadu Buhari. Next week, we're going to look at we're going to put them on a scale, the scale of 0 to 10. What do you think, APC government is all about? This is going to be next week program. But for now, we are reviewing what do Nigerians want. You want election? You want revolution? You want restructuring? You want constitution to be taken off completely? Or you want self-determination? So the last part of this now is campaign for 2023 presidential election have now been set in motion. The drumbeat is getting louder as many politicians have already thrown their hat in the ring. But before we start talking about these people, this is what the former president Olusegun Obasanjo told Nigerians during an interactive section in the Zoom. I'm sure some of you have watched it, but if you haven't, let's give you opportunity to listen to it together with me.
Now, you see, you Obina, you have everything going for you, and I don't want you to feel discouraged. Please, things are bad in Nigeria, but I believe it's only for a short time, because it depends on you. Whatever my generation might have done wrong, and I will be the first to admit that my generation has done a lot wrong, it's for your generation to do it better. And don't just sit down and complain. Don't just sit down and complain. Sitting down and complain is like the anger of the king. You're on the same time, you'll be on the same line, on the same level, but you have to be proactive. And you have to make sure you get enough of what I call critical mass of people, like-minded people, who will be ready to say yes.
That are watching us on that as well.